Good morning, and welcome to DHES TV News. Happy Black History Month. This is A Week, Thursday, February 18th, 2021. And I am Mr. Thompson with today's announcements. Teachers, please read your staff announcements. Pandas, are you prompt and present? Are you ready for the attendance challenge? Panda Family is February. Our theme for the month of February is kindness. Calling all Mission Possible agents. Calling all Mission Possible agents. Join us as we celebrate the students and parents of the week. Join us as we celebrate Black History Month. Please welcome the Mario Bonds as he leads us through the Pledge of Allegiance and the District Heights Panda Pledge. And get fit as Mr. Jeffries leads us through the Get Fit Minute. DHES Panda Family, it's February. Have you been participating in the February Attendance Challenge? Every day we will shout out the classes with the highest attendance percentage in each grade. If you want your class to be shouted out on the morning announcements, make sure you are prompt and present every day. And now for today's shout outs. Pre-K and kindergarten, Miss Long's and Miss Bacani's class. First grade, Mr. Guzman's class. Second grade, Miss Brown's class. Third grade, Miss Jordan's class. Fourth grade, Dr. Johnson's class. And fifth grade, Miss Clee's class. Congratulations to the winners. Keep showing up so we can shout you out. Calling all Mission Possible agents. Calling all Mission Possible agents for Missions Valentine. Mission Possible Valentine. Friday, February 26th from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Top secret invitation for your eyes only. Special Agent Admission. And now it's time to celebrate the parents and students of the week. Miss Burt's kindergarten class. Serenity Smith. Calvin Jenkins. Brittany Lohman.
Live humble, humble, humble yourself to build and wrong. Live humble, humble, humble yourself to build and wrong. To build and wrong. sung. The Lord done brought our hearts and tongue. I wonder why Satan keep a grumbling.
The story of Henry Box Brown. Henry Brown loved to sing. He sang when he was at work in the tobacco factory in Richmond, Virginia. He sometimes sang with his fellow workers who were enslaved, like him. On Sundays, he sang in the choir of his church, which was for black people, free or enslaved. His favorite song was a hymn of thanksgiving. Although he was not free, Henry felt lucky compared to others. His owner paid him money for overtime work, and he was in love with a woman named Nancy. Nancy had a different owner, but thankfully both men allowed them to get married. Henry and Nancy could even live together, which not many slaves were able to do. They had 3 children, 2 boys and a little girl. Henry loved to sing to them too. Because Nancy was their mother, her owner owned the children as well, but he promised they could stay together as long as Henry paid him money every year. One morning, Nancy's owner told them he had to pay off a large debt. He needed a lot of money. Could Henry pay up? But Henry had no more money left. The next thing he heard was that Nancy's owner had sold his family to someone further down south. Henry barely had time to say goodbye. He knew there was nothing he could do. He embraced his children and his wife, and he held Nancy's hand as long as he could. When the wagon with his family was out of sight, he burst out crying. He felt he could never sing anymore. Henry thought for a long time. With his family gone, there was no reason to stay in Richmond. He wanted to escape slavery and be free. There was a company in town called Adams Express. Using steam trains and steam ships, they sent packages very fast. Henry talked to his friend James, who he knew from church. What if he shipped himself to Philadelphia, where slavery was not allowed? Per express, it was only a 27-hour journey. James knew a shoemaker who might help, Samuel Smith. He was white, so he would not raise suspicion if he sent a large box that would fit a man. Mr. Smith agreed to help and went to Philadelphia to find out where he could send the package. He came back with the address of a man from the Pennsylvania Anti-Slavery Society. Henry spent the last bit of money on a box in which he just fit. He only took water with him, some crackers, and a small drill to make holes for air. Mr. Smith and James shut the box tight. On the lid, they wrote, "This side up," with care. They loaded the box onto Mr. Smith's wagon. Then Mr. Smith drove to Adams Express. When they arrived, he arranged with the clerk to ship the box to Philadelphia. Once the train set in motion, Mr. Smith telegraphed the Pennsylvania Anti-Slavery Society. Package is on its way. After several hours, the train stopped at the Potomac River. The box was put on another wagon to get to the steamer to Washington. When the box was loaded onto the deck, nobody minded the words, "This end up with care." The box was put upside down. Henry felt his head was about to pop. Thankfully, 2 passengers were looking for a place to sit. They turned the box around just in time. For the rest of the ship's journey, Henry was safe. When the ship arrived in Washington, the box was loaded on a wagon again, off to the Washington Railroad Depot. But instead of being carried properly, the box was thrown off the wagon. It went down a slope and landed upside down. Henry felt his neck crack and fainted. When he came to, he heard two porters talk. "The box is too heavy," one man said. "Let's wait for tomorrow's train." Thankfully, the other porter disagreed. "We can't do that," he said. "This box is sent by express." So the box was taken to the train to Philadelphia after all, the last leg of the journey. This time it was put right side up. Inside the box, Henry fell asleep. When he woke up, he heard, "We are on the port in Philadelphia." He felt he was loaded onto another wagon. Had he made it? Was he free at last? Henry was soaking with sweat because it had been hot inside the box. But he knew what he would do when the box was opened. He would finally sing again. The box was taken off the wagon. Henry felt he was carried somewhere inside. He heard voices, then a knock on the box. "Are you all right?" a man asked. "Yes, I am all right," Henry cried. And when the box was pried open, he stood up and sang his favorite song, the Hymn of Thanksgiving.
Humble yourself to build and wrong, live humble, humble.
And now it's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand, place your right hand over your heart, and follow along as Namario Barnes leads us through the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing, raise your right hand, and follow along as Namario leads us through the District Heights Panda Pledge.
To the District Heights, I pledge to do my best. I will be prepared. I will be respectful. I will show integrity. I will be determined to excel. To the District Heights, I will be great.
And now it's time for the Get Fit Minute with Mr. Jeffries. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for tuning in to DHES TV News. Have a great day on purpose. Bye-bye now.